Welcome back to my channel. This is PC Amateur Guy. Today I'm gonna make a video about how to get some Bing or argb uh, in your computer. When you're building a computer, there's some motherboards don't have the argb header, and you basically said, well, how can I add that, right? So let's get started. Just the first thing I want to mention is that there's two kinds of RGBs that you can find. There's a 4-pin, basically it's just limited in color, and there's also a 3-pin. So 3-pin is 5 volt. For most right now, we will usually just use, and that's known as an argb for 3 pins. And basically it has a 3-pin connector like this. And here's another example. This is also, show you. Stick this up. So here's another one example. This is also 3-pin. I'm just gonna zoom in. So this is argb connector, and this is what the connector looks like here as well. This is a splitter, so you can actually do daisy chain for this specific fan. But the point is, you never want to put a this is like 4 pins here. You never want to put a 4-pin into a 3-pin connection, because you can actually fire your motherboard because it's a different voltage. So I want to make that, stress that it's very important not to mix up a 4-pin with a 3-pin connector. So, or even a 3-pin to a 4-pin. Just basically, if it's a 3-pin argb, it should go into a 3-pin connector. Okay, that's basically the gist of it. Don't mix that up. And so most splitters or fans, header splitters, etc., most of them are argb and 3 pins now. So just make sure you get the compatible fans as well. Okay, so if you have a motherboard that doesn't have argb and you want to put argb, a lot of times you can just buy this. Let me just show you what this looks like. So this is like $15 on Amazon. This is just an example of thermalite. Okay, it has you see the 3-pin argb connector there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's also a fan splitter. Okay, and if you want to have like a reading, this is where you would put the 4-pin header here, so that it would read. Usually you want to use all the same fans, so that way you know what the fan speed is. But this is just basically the fan header. There's the argb, fan header, argb, etc. So you just get one of these, and usually it comes with some kind of like tape in the back, or you just tape it in the back. If you want, just put tape, cohesive tape, and then it actually comes with a cohesive here. Let me show you what that looks like. Alright, so this is a cohesive. You just pull out the white stuff, stick it here, and you stick this in the back of your case, like that. So it just goes in the back of your case, and just add all the argb fans in there, and then you just put this fan connector, fan header, into one of your fan headers, and that's it, basically. So and this is SATA here. This is what powers it, so you have to put a SATA connector. The SATA gets connected here, just like similar to a hard drive, an HDD. So this goes into from the power supply. This gives it power for everything, and then you're done. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day. What? I'm not done. You want more information? Okay, so let me give you more information to satisfy the algorithm. I think that video was kind of short there. But here's another example. If you buy a case, a lot of cases actually have, this is a Ben Phoenix, actually has one of these splitters for argb. It's already actually built in the back, and I just took one out just to give you an example. But this one, you just stick it onto the back there where the cables are, and this works the same way. You have basically the argb connectors on this side. You see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the back there's the fan headers, and that's basically it. So you just connect the SATA in the back, and then one of these pins goes into, well, you actually don't need this, because this is just connects to the motherboard in case your motherboard does have a header, so that you can control the argb. But if you don't actually use this, it's fine. And then this here will give you power, so you can want to connect that to a SATA power. And a lot of them, some of the cases actually have a controller which is connected to this, and you can just use this controller here to change the colors, so it's synced with this. So that's another example. So a lot of cases we actually have this built in, and then on the actual computer there's going to be an LED button, right? Like, just pretend there's an LED button here, and you just push it and it automatically will change the color for you. Okay, so that's how you that's how you add argb to your case. If you don't have if your motherboard doesn't have an argb header, just make sure you get one of these fan splitters with argb connections. And yeah, and then this is like a strip, and this is the same idea, where you just pull out this white and then tape it in, and then you can see the fan connector in there, and you just connect that, and that's how these strips work. You can buy strips as well, but you have to, this one actually, make sure it's the right connection. You don't want to connect any strip. Like if it's a 4-pin, you don't want to put it into using a 3-pin connector, even though that physically will not be possible, but just keep that in mind. And then one last thing is that the Noctua L9 CPU fan coolers, CPU coolers, you can actually get if you want to add argb to your CPU cooler as well. This is a 92mm, and you can just add this on, replace that with the Noctua fan, and then they have it's an argb connector. This is the fan header. This also has a splitter. This is a 3-pin, and if for whatever reason you don't have one of these and your motherboard doesn't have it, it's not going to obviously work. So you're going to either need an argb header on your motherboard, or you can use one of these. Okay, argb controllers, fan splitters. And yeah, so if you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.